Okay, so I was going to ask you about some of the other things that surprised you about the show. Maybe you're different from your expectations when you went in.
The thing that surprised me the most was how smart people thought that they were in the top 80. That was shocking. I thought the people were going to come at it with a lot more humility and a lot more like community-wise. And like the people that were, there's only one that did really well that was an isolationist, and she won. But everybody else that was like an isolation, get by themselves, I'm not going to talk with anybody, I'm not going to know you. It's like, this is like the greatest, coolest thing ever. And like you have an opportunity to meet all these people that have the same ideology, liking cooking, that you, if you have that, you can go so many routes of communication and build a bond with somebody. And people are like, no, I'm not going to talk to anybody. I'm not going to invest in anybody. Like I had a notebook, I had every single person's name, address, Instagram, email, anything. Well, now the people that literally got my information, I got fourth. Do you think that those people are hitting me up all the time? Yeah. And if they're were in my book, guess what? I have their information. If I don't have your number, sorry, because I can't even tell you that on calls. So like that was surprising to me out of the gate, because I felt like it would just be like everyone's just so like understanding the blessing, like just, oh my gosh, this is not, no. There's a lot of people like, I'm going to play the game, I'm going to be a weasel, I'm going to be a snake. Those people got eliminated pretty quick. The thing that surprised me second most was the producers screwed up on so many things, the way that it was portrayed and stuff. But the one thing that surprised me was the immense amount of talent that they did recruit. I did not expect that there was going to be that much talent. Like there was, like I said, the MasterChef buds. I would take those guys. I would take them over any chefs in the world. I know that they're not the best, but I know the way that I work with these people, and I know that they are never going to cheat me, never going to screw me over. They're always going to be sitting there on the line with me. If I'm getting my hand burned, they're getting burned. All these people are day one people. Like I met these people day one, out of the gate. All of them, like this is what it is. Evan was my roommate, which was hilarious because when we got put into rooms, they're like, Evan. And I was like, is that Yankee guy that's always at the bar? I'm like, he's like a weird guy, it's like a weird walk. They're like, maybe. And then I was like, that's him, that's it. And like they were pairing like the mountain guy with the Bronx, Brooklyn guy or whatever, because like they wanted to clash. Out of the gate, night one, I was like, we are going to drink a couple beers, establish the game rules of no sabotage, and we're going to move forward. We were rock stars. I mean, Evan and me were our best buddies. Like that was surprising about how much talent, how many good people they did get there. Like I said, on the yin and the yang, surprising how many people that were awful. But on the flip side, really surprised on how much like true. Like I look at these people like lifelong friends. Like I'm going to be friends with these people forever. I mean, Nick is like a little brother to me. I just talked to him before I got here. Nick is the most talented person I've ever met in my life. I mean, I've literally hung out with Todd Gurley. I've interviewed Nick Chubb. Like, I've hung around some really talented people. Nick is more talented than anybody I've ever met. Nick will do whatever he wants in the world. He'll be able to change the world. Like, he is that talented. Like, I've been, like I said, in a non-braggers, some really powerful. Nick blows everybody out of the water. And the fact that he didn't win blows my mind, because he is there's no kink. Like he's like, you're gonna have to be really trying hard to find a kink, like smog armor. Like there might be one scale, that's it. Like not a lot of give. I don't know how the producers literally got a person like that. Sarah, tank, an alpha. Where did this woman, how'd she got 3 kids? How'd you get her? She's a 10-year Army interrogator. Like that was so amazing that the producers were able to do that, because you look at the Bass scenes, there's some really good talented people there, but you never had the camaraderie where like you're having like going to do pop-ups and like where everyone knows everyone's family's name. Like Suba's family, Krista, and then you got VJ and Calvin, like all of these people. I know all of Nick's family. I know Sherry's family. Like it is, that was the biggest blessing and surprise, to answer your question.
So the relationships?
Without question, the best thing is cool hanging out with the chefs, cool meeting the guests. Not even close to having the relationships.
Interesting.
Nothing.
And the team players succeeded better.
Absolutely, except
That's
the one who literally kept stating she hates being on a team and she's not a good team player. And the producers somehow love that. I don't know why.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yes, I was just about to ask.
When we went out there for the
You wanna-
week,
Come stand up so everybody can hear you.
when we went out there for the week, they flew
Yeah.
us out there. I could not believe how they were vying for an apron. Okay?
Yes.
36.
Yes.
The 80 had been cut down to 36. So they were vying for 20 aprons. And while they were cooking, they would be talking to each other and being supportive. I was so impressed
Really?
at how loving, yes. And got to meet some of Noah's good friends and talk to them, Sam, Evan. They were so, and they were in competition, but they didn't act like it. They were so supportive.
That's, what did they, was that?
The judges hated it. The judges hated it. The judges absolutely
Oh,
hated
really?
it.
So the
They
judges did
hated
not
it.
cultivate that?
They hated it. Like truly,
was
legit. They're
just
like,
this
this is a
group of people."
competition, guys. What are y'all doing? It's like, I think part of the reason of why I was always down, number one is like, I don't want to stand on the balcony because I won like the first three things, like the speed challenge, dominated. Won, the only person that got under 9 minutes on
remember.
that, 8 minutes, 58 seconds, just blows through that. Team captain, go through that, like all of these challenges. And I'm always up on the balcony. You can literally not hear anything except me just cheering for these people the whole time. And it was like an effect, like they love the one-liners, firing them down, it was just fun. Well, then I never was on the balcony again. Like, they're like, this guy is cheering too much, get him down. So they put people that do not cheer up there.
He still was cheering though when he was in the audience, yelling Subaru, and yelling for and he can yell really loud.
Yes.
Yeah, no one believes you.
Oh my God.
So it's an unusual season, do you think?
100%.
See, I've never seen
The
it
person,
before.
the person that was the best competitor, the person that played the game from day one exactly like never went on was Dorian. Dorian's because she was the only person that would go for blood. There was nobody. Mike would have gone for blood too, but Dorian stayed the same way, just the whole time. Like I said, I respect her. She never changing. She was exactly the same thing. Maya Angelou says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. So I believed her out of the gate. I remember just out of the gate being like, this woman just said that people are addicted to Chick-fil-A and that she can't eat it because she'll become addicted. And you're from where? She's like, Atlanta. I was like, no, where are you originally from? She's like, Ohio. I go, bingo. No Southerner from Atlanta would ever denounce a Chick-fil-A sandwich like that. Not happening.
And I remember Evan saying things about that he wouldn't have made it if he wouldn't have roomed with Noah.
Is that right?
Because
I will take
Noah
credit for that, because I was
telling
just
him
yelling,
stuff
yeah, because
that
he's
he
just being a
couldn't
punk.
do and should do. and-
Doing a punk, like just trying to get him, because he was just beating himself up about things, and he's just like, right before my cook, I was like, I'm not nervous at all. And one of my best friends, the wardrobe designer, Christina, comes over, she's like, no, I'm not to be a jerk or anything, but you could plate chocolate-covered strawberries and you're going to be getting an apron, because America needs to see that. And Evan goes, how about me? She's like, Evan, I don't know which creek you're on, but you don't have a paddle. So, no, Evan, I told him, I promised him, I said, listen, you listen to me, I promise you will get an apron. I said, you hammer this out, you do this. What they didn't show, that was one of the best things of the season, that there's so many, that was what's another surprising. How much stuff that they had gold material, like multiple times where me and Nick were literally hyperventilating laughing at Subo, and everyone was laughing. And like the things Gordon was saying, because his face was on fire and numb because he's eating cardamom pods, like this stuff was like gold. And Evan always could jab with them. Well, during the cook, Gordon comes up to the station and sits there for about 9 minutes just busting on Evan. And Evan is just throwing it right back at him. I mean, I'm sitting here like, what did he just say? What did he say? I'm sitting there thinking, this is it, he's gold. I said, no one else out of all the cooking, nobody was garbing, jabbing, nothing, zero. Like, yes, chef, whatever. Like, he's like, so tell me about this. And he's like, oh, that's ridiculous. That's a terrible place. This. Like, as he's cooking, because he's this cocky New Yorker that spins pans and all this other, stupid stuff. But he made an awesome dish. He's an amazing cook. Evan is one of the most underrated people on the show, I'd say, by a country mile. His wife, Joanna, is an all-star, awesome power couple. Evan, one time, I will never forget, it was one of those, like, grandma moments, of just let me whip you up something quick. Like, okay, fine, because I was like, I have got to leave in 4 minutes. And he's like, give me 7. I'm like, okay, I'll take like 7 minutes. He makes this, he takes a cold filet out, basically thin sliced carpaccio, makes a homemade aioli sauce, this spicy horseradish peppercorn sauce, grated fermented egg or preserved egg, so it's like this light fluffy egg right over the top. He's like, what do you think? I'm like, everything like a sandwich, man. Like, what is this? I ate it. It's one of the best things I've ever eaten. Like, he made it again next time, so I'm like, dude, like, I make some quick, bold flavors here, but that was 7 minutes, and you have steak and sauce and the eggs, which those eggs, if you've never had preserved eggs, or dehydrated, I can't remember what they're called. Evan's the one that introduced me. I've always seen them. You mix 50-50 salt and sugar to egg yolk, just like a pan. Put the egg yolk straight in there for like 5 days. Takes all the water out of all the egg. So then you have this like hard egg yolk. Take a zester or a grater and grate that, and you have this rich, smooth, creamy egg flavor that's just, it's off the chain. You can add a lot of flavor, and that's something cheap that you can do that you can add a lot of value to your plate. Side note on that.